Steven, and welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. Today, we're going to be going over camp stoves, or backpacking stoves. And my favorite is the MSR Whisperlight. It's very compact, rugged, and it goes about anywhere with me. So, let's go ahead and go over the parts of it. You have a really nice carrying case. And then, first thing is the stove and burner part. So, we have this part here is the fuel line. And that's where we're going to be getting our fuel from, the pump that's inside the fuel bottle. So this thing has some small feet and some places to put a pot and pan on. Some other designs, it has a small jet in there. This one can be it's designed to work with gasoline, white gas, diesel, or kerosene. Sometimes you just have to switch out the jet. So, like I said, this part here is the burner, and that's where your flame's going to come out of. And then we have a small pan right here that collects the fuel when you first get started. And then I'll go ahead and show you some other parts of it in case you have to clean it out a little bit. And it comes with a small repair kit or cleaning kit in a small bag like this. And to remove the jet, you use the tool here. Just give it a small twist, take that out, and that's your jet right there. And you also have a small cleaning needle. It's really hard to see, but there's a small point at the end of that needle that's going to clean out your jet for you. So I'm going to put it back together. And all this stuff can be done in the field or while you're backpacking, because everything comes together in the kit. So that's the main part. I'll go ahead and put it back together. There's that, the wick, and then the small pan. So, simple as that, easy enough to take apart and put back together. And then let's go ahead and move on over to the pump. So this is what pressurizes the fuel tank. It has a little plunger inside there. This is the uptake, and this is where the pressure comes out. There's a few things that you need to maintain with this. Inside here you have some O-rings, and to service those, again, you have the tool available here to take everything out. It also comes with some oil, an extra O-ring, and another jet in case you're switching out to diesel, kerosene. That's what you want to swap out. So I'll go ahead and take the pump apart just a tad. Alright, so you just twist once you get it to the midway point, pull apart, and there you have a little plunger. So that rubber piece right there is what makes and helps build the pressure. Sometimes it can dry out, but it's easy enough just to use some of that oil from the bag and go ahead and dab on the plunger and place it back in. Put it back in the same way you took it out. Simple enough there. Press it a few times to make sure it works. It sounds good. And then you have your valve right here. This is the open and closing valve. So that just has a few twists to it to let the gas and fuel go up into the line. And you just shut it off. The next part of the stove, which was not in the bag, is the fuel. So right now I just have white gas. This is what you use in basic pressurized lanterns. You could buy the big 1 gallon canisters and just fill this up if you're going backpacking. So it's important to make sure that top is secured when you're traveling with it. I'll go ahead and take it off and get it ready. When I take the cap off, I do want to place it in the bag to keep any dirt from getting in it, and so I know where it is when I go to look for it. Alright, before we get started, there's a few more things I want to set up. So this is a heat shield, and if I'm outside, I want to I open it up and put it flat on the ground, and then put my stove on top. That way, if anything falls, I catch it. It doesn't dirty the ground, and it keeps that flame that does come up when you first start it from catching any small sticks and twigs on fire, or if you're around some grass. Next thing is the other shield. They're all rolled up. It's easy to just unroll them, and then you could hook it together just like this. I just bend these sides right here so they hook into each other. Nice and simple. Have that, make it a little more rounded shape. And then that hose goes just like that. And then my pan will sit on top. And this shield does two things. It helps the wind from going and hitting the flame so it doesn't blow it out. And it also contains the heat. It helps heat your water or whatever you're cooking up a little quicker. So I'll set that off to the side for now. And we'll go ahead and put the stove and pump together. White part goes in along with the rest of the pump. Just spin it till it gets nice and snug. Give it about 1/8 of a turn extra. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach that fuel line onto my pump and fuel bottle. So it goes right in like that. Well, you got to make sure it's flipped over this way. So right in like that. Hooks right there. And the fuel bottle can just lay down on its side. Turn it just a tad so it's not pulling the stove one way or another. And I'm going to give it about 15 to 20 pumps at first because there's no pressure in it right now. We're set. Okay, you can start off without the windscreen. And then I also keep a little pot holder in this bag along with the lighter. So I'm going to fill this bottom plate with some fuel. I'll go ahead and turn this all the way on, count to 2, and then turn it off. And there will be a little bit of fuel pooled up in the bottom here. And you could kind of hear it coming through the line. 1, 2. That'll be just about enough. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and light. You're going to see a small fireball at the bottom. So now I have that fuel at the bottom lit. What it's doing is heating up this copper line right here and pressurizing the fuel. Once that fuel gets pressurized, it's going to come out through the burner area as gas instead of just liquid. Right now it is just liquid at the bottom of that pan. So you'll see some yellow and blue flames there. They're going to dissipate off, and it's just going to be some small blue flames coming out of that burner area. So let's wait a while, kind of monitor that bottom pool there, make sure our valve is turned off. We're good. And you could kind of hear it doing that whispering sound. So again, it's heating up this tube right here. I could see the bottom pool, the liquid fuel in there is just about gone. And right now it's just starting to sputter. Alright, I can kind of hear it going. And then once you think it's about ready, or you see the blue flames coming out of the burner area, you can slowly start to turn this valve on over here. And there you have it. The flame is usually just about one setting. It's really hard to control the size of the flame, but if you're just boiling water, it works really good. Or you can depressurize the system. And now that it's on, I can put my heat shield and wind deflector on. And now I'm ready to put my pan on top and ready to start cooking. So one thing when I'm turning it off, go ahead and shut down the fuel valve there. And then I like to blow the flame out if possible before it goes out on its own. This helps clean the system out. That way, not too much soot builds up. When you see the yellow flame, it's building up a lot of soot. So you want to blow it out before you see that yellow flame. There will be a little bit of gas still coming out, but that's okay. So now you want to set it to the side, let it cool for 5 minutes, or at least cool to the touch, so I can pick it up, put it away, pack it in here. without anything catching fire or burning the bag. So that is the Whisperlite International model. Again, it comes in a nice carry case. I have everything I need to repair it, and also an instruction manual here in case I forget anything or how to work it. So again, try these out. Everybody has their preference on what kind of stoves they like when they're backpacking or camping. This is my favorite, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.